detailed descriptions of the basic figures in Foxtrot, Quickstep and Viennese Waltz.
We have found from experience that there are a number of problems which are common to many dancers. We will try to give advice on how to improve these problems with additional information on styling, technique and quality of movement.
The character of Foxtrot is smooth, flowing, rhythmic movements, gliding effortlessly across the dance floor. A good Foxtrot will therefore contain many basic figures, the most popular being feather step, three-step, reverse and natural turns, reverse and natural weaves, and of course, reverse waves.
We have put together 3 routines for you. The first is a 16-bar routine based purely on basic Foxtrot figures. This would be suitable for a novice standard. Our second routine is based again on basic figures. We're now introducing syncopated rhythms, and this is another 16-bar routine which would be good for intermediate grade. Our third routine is slightly more advanced. We're now incorporating fallaways and advanced syncopations. We hope that you will notice, however, that all the advanced figures are interwoven with flowing basic actions. Before we show you the basic figures in the Foxtrot, we would like to explain 1 or 2 principles which we feel will be of help to your dancing. Our first subject is CBM, or contra-body movement. Without CBM, it's impossible to acquire the quality of movement which hallmarks the expert dancer. CBM is a turning of the body from the standing leg towards the moving leg. Therefore, when producing a step with the right foot, the body is turning to the right. We would like to show you this in more detail.
Contra-body movement is used on the majority of slows in preparation for a turning or curving step. A faulty application of CBM can have disastrous results, producing twisted body lines and broken sways. Therefore, the degree and varying application of CBM should be carefully considered.
Closely connected with CBM is sway. It's important to remember that once sway is achieved on the first quick, it is never increased on the second quick.
The second problem, most common to foxtrot, concerns the ladies. In order to dance a good foxtrot, the lady must roll through her feet, releasing the front toe on every backward step. This releasing of the front toe allows the man to step easily outside partner. Therefore, you will appreciate how important this action is. Now let's go into greater detail. Swing the left foot back from the hips, allowing the weight to roll over the right heel. As the ball of the left foot strikes the floor, the right toe is released from the floor. At the full extent of the stride, the weight should be balanced between the ball of the left foot and the heel of the right foot. Continuing to move backwards, draw the right foot back towards the left foot, at the same time lowering the left heel.
One of the most frustrating experiences in ballroom dancing is the inability of potentially good dancers to stay in time with the music. The vast majority of lapses in timing occur from the quick to the slow. Therefore, do not fall into the trap of dancing the body weight too far forward on the quicks, as this will make it even more difficult to control the entry into the slow. Always feel that your body weight is hanging down your back. So what we would advise to do is to feel that when you produce a swing on the quicks, for instance in a feather step, that you keep the weight feeling as though it's hanging down the back so that it can lower into the second quick, and from this standing leg produce a controlled slow action over 2 beats of music. Divide your legs on the slow and thrust out of the standing leg, feeling a smooth transfer of weight from foot to foot. Count this action slow and. Now you can swing onto the first quick and drift onto the second quick, and then be in a balanced position to lower through the second quick into the slow. Always remember to measure your slows and swing the first quick, then drift the second quick. The quick before the slow becomes the standing leg of the slow.
The feather finish is 3 steps, a forward step, a side step and a backward step. However, these 3 seemingly simple steps cause so many problems. I approach the feather finish in this way. Firstly, I think of swinging a straight line forward through the man's left hip on a feather finish. Step forward onto the left foot, allowing the weight to arrive fully over the foot. The right foot now swings forward. As the weight is taken onto the right foot, the right leg turns and the heel lowers immediately. Roll backwards through the right heel and establish a balanced position between the heel of the front foot and the toe of the back foot. Notice that this 3rd step is quite small, creating a triangular base. Many ladies allow their shoulders to over-rotate, which pulls the man forward. I only try to turn the lower body.
We would now like to go over some of these basic figures in more detail. We're going to start with the feather step. When we dance the feather step, we try not to show an exaggeration of rise and fall. My thoughts on dancing these 3 forward steps are of dancing forwards rather than down and up. It's very important to feel that the shoulder weight lowers rather than bending or collapsing into the legs and dancing forwards and forwards again onto the quicks.
The lady is only allowed to produce body rise. So therefore, she must keep the front heel in contact with the floor throughout the figure.
Now we're going to show you the reverse turn in Foxtrot. A common mistake by the man is to over-rotate the first 3 steps. And we feel that a lot of men use too strong a rotation in the upper body and shoulders. Now I think of dancing forwards onto my left foot. I then continue to swing forwards onto my right foot, and now feel that I get my leg and foot rotation rather than over-rotating in the upper body. This over-rotation quite often causes the 4th step to move out of line. So a strong rotation in the shoulders will quite often cause this 4th step to move out of line. If we continue the reverse turn into the feather finish, this of course is one of the most difficult actions to dance for the man. The man is moving backwards, backing line of dance when he enters the 4th step, and I feel that my left leg swings under my body, continues back down the line of dance, and ends on a pointing alignment rather than moving diagonal to wall. So the feather finish, the right foot moves back, the left foot continues back down the line of dance, ending pointing diagonal to wall, and then continue with the left side kept forwards, ending in CBMP, and then lowering into the next figure. Now let's dance this figure together. Slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow.
The 3-step for the lady consists of 3 backward steps. The right foot moves straight back. The left foot then technically moves back. However, when we dance with a partner, it's important to slightly open the left leg, allowing the partner to step between one's feet. So we start with the right foot back, and then the left foot moves back, but slightly open, allowing room here for the partner to step between your feet. Continue back again with the right leg tracking in a straight line backwards.
Now the 3-step for the man. This figure has proved rather difficult with most male dancers, and there are 1 or 2 technical differences between the normal Foxtrot technique and the technique we use when dancing a 3-step. It's very important to realize first of all that we're only dancing what we call a 2-step rise. So from the slow with the left foot, we're down, we then rise at the end of the 2nd step, we're up for the 3rd step, lower at the end of the 3rd step, and then commencing again, rising at the end of the 4th step, which would be our entry into our natural turn. There are 1 or 2 unusual points with this. One of the unusual points is that when we dance the right foot on the 2nd step, we're actually swaying to the left. Normally, when we use the right foot, we would normally be swaying to the right. The other difference is that that step is also timed with a quick, and it's very unusual to be dancing slow and a quick using the heel. Normally, the quicks are always danced on the toe. When we dance the 3-step, it really does feel very, very smooth, almost to the point of being flat. And so, again, exaggerated rise and fall would be a little bit of a disaster on this figure. A good description of dancing a 3-step would be that it's a feeling of just going over a very slight bridge and then coming over the other side. And that is about the degree of rise and fall that I feel I get. So if I demonstrate this, there's this very slight rise through the right foot, just going onto quite a low toe onto the left foot, lowering through that foot and preparing for any natural figure. When I dance this figure with Lindsay, as Lindsay has said, her left foot moves a little bit to the left, and this allows for my shoulder lead and my right leg coming through under my body between the lady's feet. Now I would like to just show you this 3-step with Lindsay, starting with the left foot, slow, quick, quick, slow. And once again from this angle, slow, quick, quick, slow. You'll notice also that the hold has to be very, very free in order to allow for some expansion through the top. If you hold your arms very tight, then the lady tends to be caught too square in front of you here, and it does make for a rather jerky type of action. So a feeling of freeing off the arms and allowing the lady to dance backwards over her left foot is a very good tip. We would like to show you now the natural turn with an open impetus ending into the natural weave. And we'll do it again from this side. And now I'll go into detail with some points for the man. When we commence the natural turn, we commence the turn off of the left leg and dance forwards onto the right leg using CBM. I then coordinate the left side of my body, swinging forwards onto my left foot, making the turn and stepping back with the right foot, now back in the line of dance. From this position, I get a strong backward action into the open impetus ending, remaining down, rising at the end of the heel turn, and stepping into promenade position. We're then in a position to dance the natural weave. The amount of turn for the man is 3/8 between the first, or over the first 3 steps. So from the promenade position, we commence the turn on the first step. We make just under 3/8 of a turn between the first and second step. And now I get a very small foot swivel through my left foot, which is very important to complete the turn and allow my right side to move backwards. I continue the right side backwards, ending with a feather finish, ready to dance into a 3-step or any reverse figure.
The natural turn for the lady is very similar to the reverse turn. However, there is one big difference, and that is that when stepping back on the left foot, again allow the foot to open slightly in order that the man may step between your feet. We dance the natural turn, dancing a heel turn, and continue forward onto the left foot. From here I can swing forward into my impetus turn, making sure that I maintain a strong left side, which will bring me into promenade position easier. The main thing on the natural weave is that the man is turning around the lady. One of the biggest problems I find in teaching is that many ladies allow their right foot to track rightwards on the second step of the natural weave. This impedes the man's progress tremendously. So ladies, please aim your right thigh towards the man's right thigh. I will demonstrate this on my own first of all. Here is our first promenade. The man is now turning around the lady, and this right foot must move forward between your partner's feet. It should not be allowed to veer rightwards. So I would move forward between his feet. The weave is of course on the toes, only lowering the heel on the feather finish action. If I can just do that with Stephen from the natural weave. The man is turning around the lady, step between his feet, lowering the heel on the feather finish action.
Now we'd like to show you one of the most popular of the basic Foxtrot figures, the reverse wave. We're going to show you this in a little bit more of a competitive form, continuing with a back feather and then a further reverse wave. So we'll dance this for you. First the reverse wave, continuing with the back feather, and a second reverse wave. When I dance this figure as man, I have to be very, very careful that my shoulder weight does not move too far back when dancing the quicks in this figure. So if I take it from the first 3 steps, at this point in time, I'm thinking of a very strong left foot, controlling the weight moving backwards and trying to maintain my shoulder weight forwards to the front foot. I then continue back into my wave, again maintaining the shoulder weight forwards and using very strong toes to control that weight moving backwards. Again into the feather. There's the toes, the shoulder weight remaining forwards over the front foot and continuing into the last wave. We're also making an 1/8 of a turn between the 4th and the 6th steps. And although sometimes we have to overturn slightly to go around a corner or avoid another couple on the floor, it's very important that we don't take the left side too far away from the lady. So I'll show you this point once again. From the 4th step, we're making approximately an 1/8 of a turn, making sure that the left side doesn't move too far back, which will pull the lady across the center of my body. And now Lindsay has 1 or 2 points for the ladies.
Firstly, the footwork for ladies is very, very unusual. If we dance this figure, the lady will dance her heel turn, slow, quick, quick. She will now dance 2 heels in a row. So we dance heel, heel, toe, toe, heel. That is the same as a man's 3-step. From here, the lady will continue forward, dancing heel, toe, toe, to end outside partner. And as you see, at this point, most ladies prefer to turn their heads. We now continue with another heel, heel, toe, toe, heel.
And now we move on to the reverse weave from promenade position. A very common problem we find with the man is when he takes his left foot forwards on the 2nd step, that it tends to ronde out instead of tracking straight through under his body. Now this we generally find is because the man is actually too fast when dancing this figure with his legs and not realizing that the lady is of course on the outside of the turn. So my thoughts from the promenade position are actually to allow Lindsay to dance onto her right foot and turn before I place my left foot. If you watch this when we dance it to the correct speed, you'll see that I allow Lindsay to move across my line and to place her right foot. I would then place the left foot absolutely perfectly in time with Lindsay's right foot. Allow her to pass, place the foot. So the feeling of is of really waiting for the lady to come across me on the outside of the turn before I step onto my left foot. Again, once we're in a weave position, feeling of keeping the right side back allows the lady to move outside partner. So from the promenade position, let her come across and then keep the right side moving backwards to complete the weave. Again, another backward figure for the man, very important to remain on the toes, maintain the shoulder weight forwards, always to the front foot. Very common mistake when moving backwards for the man is to allow the shoulders to dance to the back foot, and this gives it a very heavy look. If your shoulder weight moves back, timing is very difficult, and the posture or the weight is of course too far back. And now we'd like to dance for you the hover cross. And from the other direction. Now, one of the major problems with this figure is that sometimes the man does forget to point the 3rd step or the right foot when he places it to the side. So very important, we dance forwards on the right foot, side on the left foot, we continue turning and make sure that the right foot is placed to the side in a pointing alignment. This allows the left foot to swing easily in CBMP, but make sure that the left side doesn't over-rotate as you move the left foot forwards. When this is done incorrectly and the right foot sometimes is placed a little bit in a blocking position, it's then very difficult to actually put the left foot in position without creating a little bit of an uncomfortable position. And always remembering not to over-rotate this left side.
For the lady, she's going to make a heel turn at the beginning, making 3/8 of a turn to the right. From here, she must continue to turn on her right foot a further 1/4 of a turn. This is very important to align the step correctly. I make a further 1/4 between 2 and 3. Now from here we can dance the hover cross action, transferring the weight from foot to foot. And ladies, please do not allow your shoulders to over-rotate when dancing the outside partner steps of the hover cross. Over the past 20 or so years, the Quickstep has become a very fast-moving dance, with many running, skipping and hopping actions. Unfortunately, this has reduced the possibility to show changes in timing, and the quick and quick, quick, quick rhythm has predominated many figures.
In this basic form, the Quickstep is a popular dance, relying on some standard figures which are a pleasure to dance, although rarely shown in their basic form by today's top couples. It's important for the development of most couples to practice and dance these figures before progressing to skip-type actions. We advise you to learn and practice the following routine, which we will now demonstrate for you.
There are 2 different types of rise used in a Quickstep. The first is a 3-step rise. Rise at the end of 1, up on 2, up on 3, lower at the end of 3. This type of rise is used during a natural turn. The second type of rise is a 4-step rise. This type of rise is used during chassé and lock steps. Commence to rise at the end of 1, continue to rise on 2 and 3, up on 4, lower at the end of 4. We call this 4-step rise a graduated rise. It gives the body its balance point from which to swing the body into the next group of steps. If you dance a weak chassé or lock action and are unable to produce a light controlled action from the 4th step onto the next slow, no amount of tricks will provide adequate compensation. We would now like to deal with the progressive chassé, the forward and backward lock step. The technique for both the man and the lady are exactly the same. We will start back with the progressive chassé. The right foot will move backwards under the body. for slow. From here we continue into the chassé action and dance side close. Now, although we are on our toes here, we still have some flexibility left in the ankles, which will allow us to press up from the right foot to arrive in a balanced position on the left foot. From this point, we are able to control the lowering action, ready to dance a slow. We continue into the forward lock step, rising at the end of the first step and continuing to rise on the second step, crossing behind and being up on the fourth step. Again, from here, we are able to lower slowly, controlling the action. If we change legs and continue back with the lock step, with a backward lock step, we will start back on the left foot, continue back on the right foot. At this point, the lady will release her toe and loosely lock the ankles. From here, we continue to rise to end in an elevated position on the fourth step. Again, here we can lower and keep the body weight forward, ready to dance back into the next slow.
You may have noticed that when the man moves backwards, dancing a back lock, I have to keep my body weight forwards, and therefore the footwork with the left foot back is that the heel releases, so the footwork is toe, heel, toe, and then I can take the toe back in contact with the floor. As Lindsay said, the lady would actually dance that left foot back, toe, heel, and move the left foot back with the heel in contact with the floor.
Also remember that in any locking action, the legs always loosely cross. We do not try to tightly close the ankles, as this impedes our movement forward.
A very popular figure in the Quickstep is the running right turn. It's very useful for dancing around a corner, and we like to think of this figure as being made up of three component parts. The first part, a natural pivot turn. The second part is an open natural turn, and we end with a running finish. So let's show you this figure. We dance slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. And once again in this direction, our natural pivot turn, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. As you can see, this figure continues turning to the right. And it's very important that from the natural pivot turn, we do continue turning strongly to the right, making half a turn. So I'll break this down. We dance 3 steps of a natural turn, making half a turn on the pivot on the left foot. We then continue to make another half a turn over the open natural turn, slow, quick, quick. And our running finish, making about 3/8 of a turn, continuing to the right, slow, quick, quick, slow. So as you can see, the strong turn over steps 4 to 7 lead the lady to dance the heel turn on the open natural turn. It's also a very important point that when the man is moving backwards on step 7 with the left foot, be careful that the heel doesn't lower to the floor, causing the weight to drop back. Make sure that you just use the ball of the left foot to complete the running finish ending. We would now like to dance for you a very popular combination of figures. The progressive chassis to the center, the quick open reverse, followed by the 4 quick run. We count this slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, quick, 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 slow, slow. And we'll do that from the other side. Slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, quick, 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 slow, slow. One of the most common problems when dancing this figure is that on the quick open reverse, the man tends to over-rotate. And this makes it very difficult for the lady to move outside partner. So if we dance the quick open reverse for you, when I dance my right foot to the side, I try to feel that I keep my right side moving backwards and step left foot back in CBMP. This allows Lindsay to step comfortably outside partner. From this position, we're dancing the 4 quick run, which gives me a toe-heel-toe footwork. So from my left foot back, I'm dancing toe-heel-toe, very similar to a feather finish, and this gives me the flight and movement to dance into my 4 quick run from that position. When we dance the 4 quick run, again, I try to angle my body or keep my body on quite a thin line, and this makes the step flow very smoothly, gives us a lot of power and movement. So if we dance it for you once again, remembering to keep the right side moving back down the line of dance on the quick open reverse, here, toe, heel, toe, and into the 4 quick run.
For the lady, as in all dancing, it's very important that the centre of the body stays aligned towards the partner. So when I've danced the progressive chassé, I feel that the lower half of the body is turning more than the shoulders, so the feet and legs are making the rotation. From here, we swing the shoulder weight down and dance into the quick open reverse. Now, my right foot is in front of my left foot in CBMP. Many ladies and gentlemen make the mistake of crossing the feet. This leads to many, many problems, so we suggest that you think, as the gentleman should take a backward action, and that the ladies think of moving forward onto the right foot. From here, we're using the feet quite strongly to produce the 4 quick run. Quick, 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 slow.
And now we'd like to dance for you a very popular figure, the V6. Now the V6 is very important to learn because it does contain 4-step and a 3-step rise. We showed you this in one of our routines, and we would like to dance it for you again now, using the spin turn as an entry and ending with a very popular ending, the forward lock. So let's show you this and count the timing. We're dancing our spin turn slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. And we'll show you that again from the other direction. Our spin turn first, slow, quick, quick, slow, into the V6, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, and ended with the forward lock. Now again, when we dance the V6, it's very important for the man to dance his right side back to allow the lady to swing forwards into the lock step of the V6. One of the things that I think of at this point is to make sure that my center line doesn't get in front of the lady. So a very common problem is again for the man to over-rotate and the lady starts to get too square in front of his body. So when we dance the V6, I'm thinking very much of my center staying through this left-hand window here, making sure that although I make a quarter of a turn in the feet, my body is underturned so that I can swing very easily into the forward lock. This figure is a very useful figure. It can be danced across the short side of the floor or down the long side, and it's a very smooth flowing, rhythmic type of figure to dance.
The V6 is standardized after a natural turn. If we dance the 1 to 3 of a natural turn, the footwork for the lady on the first step of the V6 will be heel-toe. We dance the natural turn slow, quick, quick, using a 3-step rise. From here, we dance our 4-step rise, starting with a heel. and then we would continue into the forward lock step. If we dance the spin turn before the V6, then the lady will dance a toe into her V6. Slow, quick, spin turn and a toe into the forward lock step. It does help to just soften the knee to get some impetus to move forward into the lock.
One of the most popular competitive figures danced today is the pepper pot, and this is often danced in two different ways. The first way we will show you is by dancing a double lock step or a syncopated lock step. First we dance the step, hop, quick and quick, slow. The second way we can dance this figure is to dance step, hop, followed by a chassé and then a lock step. So we would dance step, hop, chassé and lock step. Now it's important to remember whenever you dance a step hop that you must bring the weight back down on the hopping leg. So if we take off from a step, hop, make sure that the weight lands back on the same foot. There are also two ways of dancing this step hop with regard to the footwork. Quite often from a promenade position or from a strong feeling of rise, I feel that it's a rather heavy action if I dance onto the heel. It makes the figure feel a little bit slow on its takeoff. So much better to use the ball of the foot, which gives me a much stronger platform to step hop from. So quite often you will see dancers from a promenade position, whilst moving very quickly, prefer to use the ball of the foot to dance these step hop actions. One other point that you should notice, particularly of course the ladies, they are turning back to a closed position, and this is achieved on the step hop. So if we start this figure from a promenade position, Lindsay is turning back over the step, hop, quick and quick, slow. We come now to the last dance, the Viennese Waltz. In this dance there are several major changes due mainly to the speed of the music. Although the technical description of the rise and fall is similar to the English waltz, the dance is much flatter.
Another important point to remember is that Viennese Waltz is a step and swing dance. The majority of top-class performers are working to produce a lateral swing and not towards strong rotation.
Understanding the technique in Viennese Waltz is vital. However, technique alone will not produce a desirable performance. When we dance Viennese Waltz, we think of the following things. Firstly, the principle of outside and inside of turn. The person moving forward is on the outside and will therefore have the bigger movement or swing. The person moving backwards should be more negative with a smaller swing. We do not think of rotating, but try to achieve a greater swing by swinging in a straight line between steps 1 and 2 and 4 and 5. We feel we are therefore accenting beats 2 and 5 musically. We never try to accent beats 1 and 4, as this gives a heavy look to the dance.
Turning around the short sides of the room can cause problems. Natural turns are obviously easier than reverse turns. However, both natural and reverse turns can be approached in the same way. Always spot the centre of the room or wall when the feet are closing. Do not over-rotate. Where possible, you should be either backing or facing diagonal to wall or diagonal to centre on steps 3 and 6.
Regarding the change steps, never try to dance a change step when entering a corner. Only use the change steps when leaving a corner or when dancing down the long side of the room. The flexural is the most difficult figure and should only be attempted by advanced dancers. Our thoughts when dancing the flexural are to centre the bodies, to maintain the shoulders towards the centre of the turn, and to allow the feet and legs to dance outwards around this centre.
The natural turn. Commence facing diagonal to centre. Step number 1 should be taken straight down the line of dance. 1/8 of a turn is made between the standing leg and step 1. Allow the body weight to pass over the right foot fully before swinging the left foot forward. The left foot will now end to the side. Continue turning to the right and close right foot to left foot. Half a turn to the right should be made over the first 3 steps, now backing diagonal to centre. It is important to the flow of the dance that the couple do not over-rotate. On step 4, the left foot moves back and slightly to the side, allowing partner to step easily between one's feet. Retain the body weight over the 4th step, whilst pointing the right foot to the side. Close left foot to right foot with foot flat. Ensure you are facing diagonal to centre at this point. Although the sway in a natural turn is similar to English waltz, straight right right, straight left left, the man may hold the preceding sway slightly at the beginning of steps 1 and 4. The change step. Natural and reverse figures are linked together by the change step, which can be danced either forward or backwards. A change step consists of 2 forward steps and a closing step. A natural to reverse change step is 1 right foot forward, 2 left foot forward, 3 right foot closes to left foot, making 1/8 of a turn to the right over the 3 steps. This turn is quite natural due to the momentum of the body and should not be exaggerated. A reverse to natural change step is the exact opposite. The reverse turn. Step number 1 is facing the line of dance. The second step swings down line of dance, ending to side and slightly back. Continue turning to the left and cross left foot in front of right foot. The front foot should now be flat. Step 4 moves back and slightly to the side. Step 5 is left foot to side, again a pointing alignment. Close right foot to left foot on step 6 with the foot flat. End facing line of dance.
Quite often the Viennese Waltz is misunderstood by couples thinking that this is a very strong rotary dance. In actual fact, we feel that the swing in Viennese Waltz is lateral swing or side swing, and this gives the dance its quality of movement. Many couples do work towards this strong rotation. I'll try to demonstrate this for you. This is working towards over rotation,